Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Shelley Kraft coming to you live on SNNLive. We're at the BioMaryland booth at the Bio International 2014 conference here in San Diego. I have with me Mr. Ted Olsen of Pathsensors. It's a private company. Ted, welcome to SNNLive.
Thanks, Shelley. Thanks for having me on today.
It's good to have you. Let's get right into it. Tell us about Pathsensors.
Well, Pathsensors is an environmental testing company. We built a very nice business in the CBRNE industry, which is the chemical, biological, radioactive, nuclear, and explosive industry. And what we do there is we supply biodetection systems that protect buildings against biological attack and screen mail for dangerous substances coming through. And we're in the process of building additional verticals that we're moving into in plant, ag, and food processing.
Okay, so you just said enough to give me a lot of questions. So let's get into an example of how Pathsensors could help the government.
So one of the opportunities is plants that are imported into the United States. There is no technology that's available for helping the inspectors at the ports for doing a quick test to see if there's any biological materials, bacteria, or viruses in the plants that could be harmful coming into the country. So we're working with the United States Department of Agriculture to install testing systems at ports that will allow the 65 inspectors scattered around the 16 ports of entry in the U.S. to be able to test quickly and reliably for bacteria that, if they're present, would be quarantined and probably sent back to the country of origin.
I mean, how sophisticated are these inspectors now? I mean, this sounds to me like it's disruptive technology compared to what they have today. Am I right?
Very, very much so. The inspectors that are out there today are extremely highly trained. They have lots of experience that they call on for doing their work, but they don't have the ability to be able to take a sample and test it with a validated method that can tell them what is there and to what extent those materials are contaminated with the potential bacteria. So we're going to be able to give them a tool where they can test significantly higher throughputs of plants coming through the inspection stations, and also give them a very high level of confidence that if they say there's a problem, that when the phones start ringing, they have data that they can go back to with the customers that are bringing the materials in to say, you have a problem, this is the extent of the problem, and this is what's causing the problem.
So here's my kind of novice question. How long does it take, and do you speed up the process, number one? How many variations of inspection, like, even in agriculture, they could have explosives in agriculture? I mean, I'm just coming up with a hypothetical.
Sure. So the technology we have really brings the ability to test very quickly and at very sensitive levels. It's really the best combination of speed, sensitivity, and ease of use that's available in the biological testing market today. We have capabilities that are or as good, if not better, than the best technologies that are on the market today. The opportunities with plants are just one of the areas that we're focused on. Food testing also has huge time drains that are required to be able to take a sample from a food product, and some customers we've been working with have a 3 to 4 day turnaround time from the sample to results. And what we've been able to do is offer them the technology that they can have same day results, be able to release material the same day that it's manufactured, which reduces their inventory levels. And with savings in time and reagents, we're able to offer 25 to 35% lower cost for similar testing that they do today.
So anthrax, if I throw that word out, what do you do with that?
So we have a number of customers that we supply anthrax testing capabilities for. The United States government is a significant customer that we aren't allowed to talk too much about, but what we supply to the mail screening industry is very similar, where we will have a system that will screen mail going through a high-speed mail sorting machine or even through small mail rooms, where we're able to take a sample and deliver results in 3 minutes, which is unheard of in the industry. And what it does is it prevents a repeat of the 9/11 anthrax attacks that happened in Washington, D.C. at the U.S. Capitol. With our technology, we're able to monitor and identify a dangerous situation very early before it spreads and before a lot of people get exposed.
What's your background?
I'm a mechanical engineer working in the field of life sciences, and the biology that I've learned has all been through immersion in the industry. It's a little interesting. My wife is a biologist, and when I first became involved in this technology, I'd go home and ask her questions about things that she learned in school, and it was like they didn't teach those things when I was in school. So really the bioindustry in the last 20 years has made huge advances that have enabled us to be able to do the type of genetic engineering work that we do, which is what's the basis for our biosensor products.
Where was the technology developed?
This technology is called Canary, and it was developed at MIT Lincoln Laboratory. We licensed it, and we have the original starting point for the company was a clinical diagnostic firm. And clinical diagnostics has a long gestation period. As we were developing products for clinical testing, we had a number of customers that came to us that were interested in using this technology for environmental testing applications. So we grew and got to the point where we actually split the original company into two parts. The environmental testing business is what is today Pathsensors, and we're located in Baltimore, Maryland.
So, Ted, for more information, what is your website?
So our website is pathsensors.com, www.pathsensors.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this handsome man is Ted Olsen. He's from Pathsensors. It's a private company. I'm Shelley Kraft. This is SNNLive. We're at BioMaryland's booth at Bio International 2014 right here in San Diego. Ted, thanks for coming on to SNNLive.
Thank you very much, Shelley.
Good to have you.